Good morning. How the devil are you doing this fine day? Me? Well, I'm tired, a bit croaky, as you can probably tell, but I'm still buzzing from last night's triumphant site equipment show. I checked the stats this morning, and I can tell you that on the Diggers and Dozers Facebook page alone, that show reached more than 10,000 people. Not bad, eh? I now have a day of sending out prizes to all our competition winners. So while the post office is still open, let's roll the intro and get this show on the road. Welcome to the Breakfast Show. I'm your host, Mark Anthony. It's Thursday, the 11th of November, and as that remarkably persistent guy just said, welcome to the Breakfast Show. I am your host, Mark Anthony. In today's show, Downwell Demolition has hit the recruitment trail. We have Bobcat on the phone, JCB powers ahead, and a one-off Liebherr excavator goes to work. Plus, we have a hot new demolition project lead in Oldham to tell you about. We'll get to all of that in just a second, but first let's pause a while to see who among the rich and the shameless will be celebrating a birthday on this day of days.
Happy birthday!
And it's many happy returns to old blood and guts himself, General George S. Patton, to former West Ham and England manager Ron Greenwood, and to former West Ham striker Brian "Pop" Robson, to legendary record producer Mutt Lang, to XTC frontman Andy Partridge. I met him on a cross-channel ferry once, but I digress. Also, happy birthday to actors Stanley Tucci and Leonardo DiCaprio, and to the ever-gorgeous Demi Moore. Many happy returns to them, one and all. It's a sure sign that the industry garden remains rosy when there is still plenty of recruitment going on. And the latest company to join the hunt for a suitable candidate are our friends over at Downwell Demolition. The company is actively seeking a contract manager. Previous knowledge of demolition is crucial, and prior experience of negotiating, pricing, delivering, and securing contracted works is highly desirable. The role is also linked to business development and identifying new projects across the company's operating area while developing and enhancing relationships with new clients. The preferred candidate will have experience in different areas of demolition, operationally, commercially, and come with a wide knowledge of contract management, apparently. It's a superb opportunity to join one of the industry's true rising stars. You can find out more about that over at demolitionnews.com right now.
The Miller GT series heralds a new era of unrivaled power and cutting-edge intelligent coupler technology, increasing job site safety, machine versatility, and productivity. It's the added versatility that you need at the value you can afford. To find out more, visit millergroundbreaking.com.
Cast your mind back to last year and those heady days when it felt like the lockdown might go on forever. The streets were empty, toilet rolls were in short supply, and everyone was busy baking sourdough bread. Good times, eh? You might recall that in the midst of all of that, those fine folks at Bobcat gave us an insight into some of the technology they were working on. One of the most striking items was a system that allowed the company's skid steer and compact track loaders to be controlled from a dedicated mobile phone app. Now, at the time, that system was just a prototype, a dream of a future not yet written. And yet, here we are a few months later, trying to get rid of a thing on the screen there, which is not working. Bear with me just 1 second, because that doesn't belong there. Yeah, now just a few months later, the prototype has become a reality, and it is now even commercially available. Here's a quick reminder of just what it can do. As someone that lives on his phone, I'd love to have a go at that. Right, it's time to see who is investing. A unique Liebherr material handler has reportedly given a recycling company the finesse and power to process thousands of tons of pipework. Wallsend-based K2 Polymers specializes in recycling composite materials by separating them into their individual components for reuse. It began life actually handling window profiles, hose pipes, and even Wellington boots, and is now the UK's biggest recycler of pipework used to send oil and gas from offshore drilling rigs. The company already operated a standard Liebherr R936, but needed a machine with greater lift height to stack the pipes. That led to the creation of a true one-off machine, which you can see there. With an operating weight of nearly 43 tons, the Liebherr R945 is equipped with a straight monoboom, more usually found on a demolition excavator, and a 3.25 meter dipper carrying a Liebherr mechanical quick coupler and selector grab. A hydraulic elevating cab allows the operator full visibility into the bulkers being loaded with scrap, and the entire machine sits on an SHD undercarriage riding on 750mm wide pads. Fantastic looking machine it looks too, and that green colour really does set it off. Demolition contractors in the northwest of England, lend me your ears. This one is for you. Two and a half of your finest English quids have been set aside for the creation of a new eco-centre at the former Alexandra Park Depot on Kings Road in Oldham. Client Oldham Council is overseeing the creation of a new glasshouse structure that will be for horticultural use, together with a 2-storey office building. But before all of that can happen, the buildings that currently reside on the site need to be demolished and removed. And at the time of broadcast, a suitable demolition contractor has yet to be identified or appointed. You can find out more about that project lead and many more just like it over at buildersconference.co.uk.
Axoft and Svantec are your high-end partners for noise, vibration, dust and air quality systems, sensors and software. To find out more, visit axoft.co.uk or call 01234 639 550.
It's very easy to think of JCB as a digger maker, the pioneer of the backhoe loader and the telescopic handler, the manufacturer of countless full-sized and mini excavators. But to do so is to overlook the fact that the company is also a major supplier of engines for OEM applications. Take a look at this reminder of JCB's endeavours in the field of engines.
JCB have sold hundreds of thousands of engines to a really diverse range of customer applications. They're being used around the world in all types of environments.
And because every engine is tested, that data is fed back into development here to further refine and understand both the testing processes, the development processes needed to get the most out of the engines in the field.
Our engines are designed to work with machines. They are not some kind of adaptation. They are designed and calibrated with heavy, hard work in mind.
Because we develop our own machines, JCB gets the difficulties that OEM customers will have with integrating modern diesel engines into their machines.
We can fit the new Stage 5 compliant technology into the existing carryover space claim, meaning no change to the end user for OEM applications.
OEM designs and assemblies have been kept modular, such as our after-treatment, induction systems and fan options, to meet different customer needs.
We're a small team, we're an agile team, and as such we were able to respond very, very quickly to those direct market requirements from our OEM sales team.
The OEM business is growing and growing in Power Systems, and we are constantly working with the OEM customers to make sure we deliver a robust product.
The most important thing at JCB Power Systems is the amazing team we have. We're always looking at ways to improve and better ways to achieve our goals, but most importantly, we have a great sense of urgency to make it happen.
Here at JCB, we're constantly reviewing our processes, we're constantly reviewing techniques and the way we sort of like wow and delight our customers.
Our technology and equipment is state of the art, and this is really consistent through our team.
R&D at Power Systems is cutting edge because of the equipment that we use and the people that work here going the extra mile.
So we've proven no false forward methods in the Stage 5 OEM assembly area by introducing the latest tooling and scanning equipment for those processes.
We are always looking for a way to build a more sustainable future.
Working very hard as a team throughout the plant to reduce our carbon footprint.
The most important part is making sure we do everything we can to keep our customers 100% happy.
Because we're a relatively small engine brand within this market, it enables us to create that closer connection with our customers and distributors.
We use our distributors as our local touch points to all of our OEM customers. They're there to offer on-the-ground support in the right time zone and the right language to ensure that our OEMs don't get any downtime, and our end customers have the service they expect from a brand like JCB.
We've also got the Uptime Centre, which is creating a key link between the OEMs and customers that are needing support and actually getting technicians in the field to those machines to support them in the most timely fashion.
That's enabled us to build up a huge database of real customer duty cycles, real customer usage profiles, and we use those extensively in how we set our design and durability programs for our engines.
We have the full suite of engineering skills from mechanical systems, software and electronic integration. That multidisciplinary team is co-located in one R&D centre, so we're able to respond really quickly to any demands or new development requests from our OEM customers.
Once the customer has the perfect fit for their application, we'll work closely with the distributors to focus on launch campaigns for the OEM.
We provide a complete solution. It's not just a base engine. You get the cooling pack mounted onto a structure, along with the induction system and the after treatment, and this is all included in one bespoke package.
Being relatively new to the engine manufacturing world, we're still relatively small, but what that does allow is for us to be dynamic in the way in which we react to customers' requirements. So we're small enough to listen to those customers, hear what they need, move to put it into place, and then big enough to realise those solutions into production in the field.
We're driven by innovation, and we bring that to market first and always want to lead, making our engines the best in the world.
It's been far too long since I was last at the JCB World Headquarters. Hopefully that will be rectified very early in the new year.
Sorry to interrupt the guy with the funny glasses, but if you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button as it helps our channel. Or, better still, share this video with a friend or a colleague. Thank you. Right, back to Beardy.
Right, that pretty much wraps up today's show. As I said at the top of the show, I need to bag up and send a bunch of prizes from last night's show. Speaking of last night's show, you can still catch it over at demolitionnews.com, although obviously all the prize draws are now closed. You can see some highlights of the show from last night playing in the background there. But fear not, you'll still have a chance to win some merch this side of Christmas. The Construction Collective will gather not once, but twice this side of the festivities. The first time we'll look at what we believe to be the 12 biggest and most significant machine launches of the past year. And in the second, we will focus on things like attachments, driver aids and accessories as we look at what you could buy your digger for Christmas. We'll keep you posted on all of that, including the dates and the times and everything else. It will probably be a Thursday, probably at the end of this month, or the first one will be at the end of this month, and probably spill over into December for the second episode. Of course, I will be back here tomorrow. Usual time, usual place, for more of this old stuff and nonsense. All things being equal, I might even be able to show you a draft physical copy of my new book, A Sight for Sore Eyes 2. That's supposedly on the way for final approval as we speak. In the meantime, I'm going to roll the outro before leaping gazelle-like over into the chat to see what you're all saying today. But until then, stay safe, look after yourself, your family, your friends and your colleagues, and thanks for taking part. All the best.